This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Ewan McGregor stars as Count Alexander Rostov in A Gentleman in Moscow, the new limited series based on the best-selling novel. Stream it with the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan. Visit ParamountPlus.com to try it free.
Hey y'all, I had to turn the heat off and I had to prepare myself because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get on this couch, I'm gonna be ready. And like always, I'm usually never ready on time, but it's all good. It's all good, we here now, and y'all see us in the background. We got it in the background, we good. Hey, I see you, big ol'. And another thing is, I ain't got no weed. Therefore, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's get it popping.
It's time for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits. Every
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. Trust me, it ain't no fucking limits. I said none.
Y'all come on in. That is fun, but they canceled. They canceled. Y'all come on in. Share the live. Tell your people about the couch.
Ay, big time, I did big time, giving up the years. They took me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. I'm watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judge just dismissed me like I was dumb too. Then the bailiff looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Then reality set in like it was supposed to. Cat calls down the hall, that's what them folks do. Brown bag, bologna sandwich in them jumpsuits. My cellmate just did 100 years on some dumb shit. Damn, is this the end of the days? Cause living in a cell is just like being in a grave. If ain't no money on your books, then you ain't eating shit. You better pray that you can mail a penitentiary gift. For them lonely days, a visitation list from your family and your friends, that's a major lift. And your spirit, all the drama on the yard, you wanna forget it, yeah. Behind these walls it's different, and you wouldn't understand if you didn't live it. Ay, big slime, I did big time, ay, and they took me off the front line. I'm still scarred from doing my time, and everybody said I should let go. I'm trying, but it is something to my mental. And I have to pay, you know, stand 10 toes. If you ain't know, now you know, I hold my own, that ain't wrong. And I know I gotta think different, cause if I don't, then I guess I'd be the same nigga. Wait, I'm tryna let it go. I'm tryna be a better person so I don't have to get physical. I gotta get my mind right for the limelight. I don't care who judging if they don't know doing timeline. Tryna be an example to my fans and all my peoples and my nieces and my nephew. Big slime, I did big time. Sitting in that cold cell in the daytime. Your time be fine, but it's not like the world, no. Big slime, I did big time. Giving up them years that took me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. I'm watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judges dismissed me like I was dumb too. Then the bailiff looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Damn, it's just the end of the days. Cause living in the cell is just like being in the grave.
And it is. Yeah, basically 9. And it really is. Living in that cell is just like being in a grave. And you see how many people we've lost? Living in a cell is like living in a grave because, number one, they don't give a fuck about your medical conditions like you do. They don't. 9 times out of 10, they think you faking it. For real. They will not give you the help you need. They even, I don't know if you guys seen last year when we did prison talk with one of the nurses that used to work at Mabel Bassett. And you know what she said? That they told them, that everything that they've learned about the medical field and how to treat people does not apply in prison. You can go back and rewatch the episode. It is still up. It is still up. But imagine thinking that you're getting in this field to help and you like, you know what, I'm going to use this and I'm going to go to a penitentiary because I know they need my help there. Then you get there and they tell you that don't do anything that you know. They can be begging for help. Don't do nothing. Leave them. For years, you think they told me that I had lupus? Mm-mm. They knew. They knew I had lupus, but they did not tell me. They wouldn't. They would not tell me that I had lupus. Instead, they told me, hey, you're okay. What's going on is your girlfriend is beating you up. That's where all these bruises is coming from. That's why you having all these pains, because your girlfriend is beating you up. I'm like, huh? I'm literally in pain to the point where I'm like, ugh. And y'all telling me that the reason why I'm in pain is because my girlfriend is beating me up. Instead of telling me that what it is you have lupus, what we don't want to do is treat you. And that's true. Because they always think that we are just trying to go to medical because we want drugs. And I know y'all probably like, drugs? Well, to them, Neurotin's is drugs. Any type of medicine that you can get high off of, that's the drug to them. Paraphernalia. As long as you cheek it, it's paraphernalia. You cheek a motherfucking pill, I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be an ibuprofen. It's paraphernalia now. It is paraphernalia now. You know, and what they thinking is, she just want to get high. Don't give her nothing. Who cares that Neurotins are used for people with lupus? Who cares that if you have arthritis or if you're going through something like that? Who cares? Fuck it. Everything that you learned, throw that shit out the window. Don't give them a motherfucking thing. So why are they sitting on all these pills? Why are they sitting on... So y'all went to school and did everything you can to learn all of this just to get in here and look at us like we stupid? Treat us like we dumb? Tell us that it's raining and y'all pissing in our face? Full force. So that's why I say, you know, being in the cell is just like being in the grave. You don't know if you're going to survive or not. For real. And it don't have to be the worst penitentiary. It can be the staff. How you know the staff ain't going to treat you the worst? How you know your cellie don't have a grudge against Mexicans or black people and they say, you know what, the first person that come up in this motherfucker, I'm going to stab them to death. Well, I mean, how you know? You don't know. You don't. You know, you just gotta, boy. And you can't really just be like, you know, keep your nose clean and just be good and just, you can't really say that. You know, because you can't predict if your cellie is about to pick a fight with you. Yeah. You can't predict if the staff is about to shake you down and plant something on you. You cannot predict that. And don't let you be in prison and smile too much, or because you're not like all the time, you think they won't pick on you? Staff and all. Because they want to know what the fuck is so funny. Why you smiling so much? You don't see them barbed wire fences? You don't hear me saying count time, you smiling going to your cell? Mm-mm. They don't want to have that. They do not want to have that. And you don't want to have an officer as an enemy. No. Because they can do any and everything to you and get away with it. I mean, it's not like you got video proof. You can't show no. You can't be like, Warden Aldridge, Warden so-and-so. You can't, rest in peace, Warden Aldridge as well. So, but you can't just be like, yo, Officer Ingman is punching me in my face when I'm asleep. They're going to be like, I'm like, yeah, look at the black eye. Oh, well, inmate could have gave you that. You think they're going to be like, Officer Ingman, I need you off this. No, they're not finna do none of that shit. Unless you call Priya. Priya is something different. And let me tell you, it's super sad to say, but when inmates couldn't get their way, or when they're being done a certain type of way, and an officer is doing it, they gonna do everything they can to get them sent away too. Hey, it's part of the game. Okay, Officer Ingman, you gonna keep on shaking me down? Priya, yeah, he was in my cell and he kept touching on my titties. They will do that. They don't give a fuck about your livelihood. They don't give a fuck about what you got going on in the world. They don't give a fuck about if you got kids, just like the officers don't give a fuck either. And that's how they thinking. So if everybody thinking the same, then it's the Couch Chronicles, and it ain't no fucking limits. Y'all know I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram and my main YouTube Instagram and my .com, which is THA Real JANELL. No matter wherever you're watching, share the live. Tell somebody about the couch. It's prison talk until tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of prison talk until next month. Don't worry. Don't even worry. We do prison talk every month. And every month you will see these beautiful faces, whether they passed away or they're still alive. They're still beautiful faces. And you will see all these beautiful faces of glow-ups, the ones that we've lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to be remembered. Like, I'm so proud of all these ladies. Even, look, I'm going to tell you something. Some of these ladies, guess what? I don't even know some of them. And guess what? You don't think they got a place? No, they have a place in my heart. Because we all did time. And when you do time, it just does something to you. I'm sorry. It just does. And if you're not connected to the ones that you were locked up with, or even the ones that you know that has been locked up, if you don't have a connection to them, I have a connection to anyone who's done prison time, whether they are male, female, hermaphrodite, shit, dogs in a dog pound, the fuck. Like, I can relate. You know what I'm saying? And I have a really, really soft heart when it comes to that. So, yeah, I'm fucking proud to see everything that they doing. Like, I didn't just grab their pictures and just, no, they gave it to me and I did some research on them. I'm checking them out, looking at what they doing. And even if you listen, don't ever get it twisted. Even if you relapsed, listen to me. Even if you relapsed, it's gonna be okay. We fuck up sometimes. That don't mean that you not still glowing up. That don't mean that. It's hard. I get it. It's hard out here. It is. When you have so many things against you, and then it seems like you can't even get that shit off your back. You're like, fuck, I'm trying to get up. And I can't even get up because there's so much weighing me down. So when you go through stuff like that, the only thing you know to do is to resort back to the old things that you've done. And even though you fight in your head like, no, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. sometimes you get so overwhelmed that you do it. But don't ever think that because you had one slip or because it happened that you're not still glowing up. That you're not still going to be the best you that you can be. But don't allow yourself to fall into that hole and not get back up. And just keep falling. Like, you're not still falling. Like, it's not getting deeper. You're literally just leaning back further. Lean up. Clean up. It's going to be okay. It's going to be oh-fucking-K. It's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to make that money for the rent. I'm just saying. But for real, it really is. And when I say I get it, in more ways than you can ever imagine. And it seems like every time I feel like, oh yes, I done made it, I'm coming up, all of a sudden my windows bust out. Now I gotta replace that. All of a sudden a bill that just was never there before came up. What the fuck? This adulthood ain't no fucking joke. It ain't. You gotta be a tough cookie for this shit. Cause it's the worst hood I done been in. I mean, since childhood. I'm going to jump into another song, and if you have sent in a request to be on the live, if you would like to share your story, if you want to talk about anything, prison talk, jail talk, that's what it is today and tomorrow, prison talk, jail talk. If you got a story you would like to share, you are more than welcome to come up. I'm going to throw this song on, and I'm opening the floor for y'all too, but I do got another story. I do got another story. Hey, I see you, girl.
Appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate the long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tin in their white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his work. And I appreciate the things that even you make it shape me to be who I am. And I promise it's the truth. Handle my business up, counting my debts, cutting up a couple niggas and continue to make my moves. Yeah. I got shit that I gotta do. Play with me, you are a fool. Keep playing with me, you wanna be lame. You see, I'm tryna be nice, but you keep guessing my games and my baby. Something ain't right with this picture I see. So I'll cut you out to keep my energy. You say you love me, then why is there peace? Don't need you in my life, just wait and you'll see. I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate the long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tin in their white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his life. Come to me, you better come with some respect. Not in my feelings, I'm just telling you what's best. Keep it real, you got animosity. I'm not tripping, but you gon' respect me. I'm not stressing what you talking about. Even if my hitters come through to make you walk it out. You keep on bragging, but people come back and tell me what you be saying. You got me giving them a granny. And I appreciate my real niggas, my family and friends. The struggle only made me just be greater within. I know the people that surround me keep it real. Cause half the ones I keep around, I'm I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate the long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tin in their white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. He don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his life. No.
That one is called Appreciate. If you look up the song, type in JANELL and Appreciate, and it will pop up. What's up, Mr. Atembe? I see you in this bitch. Y'all make sure y'all, if y'all trying to borrow a car, tap in with Mr. Atembe because he will get you together. Okay. Now I am gonna add. Ooh. Now, I do got some guest requests. It looks like. Okay, y'all are more than okay. If you are watching on Facebook, send me a request to join the live. Thank you to join the live, but you have to make sure that you follow the page. That way that you can. Let me see. All right. Well, I just tried to add Brittany and it wouldn't let me add her, but send me an invite and we can get you back up. Y'all, like I said, it's the Couch Chronicles and it ain't no fucking limits. It's prison talk today and tomorrow. If you would like to talk about your time on the yard, you are more than welcome to come and share your story. Let me see. Let me take this off that way. There we go. All right. I'm trying to add, if you wanted to be added on Instagram, go ahead and add yourself as well. I'm about to hook the microphone back up because titties in your face. Titties in your face. Yeah. Now, listen, what I'm about to bring up right now, and I will say this, trigger warning. Trigger warning, because this might bring back some fucked up ass memories for some people. But I want to bring it back up because the other day when we was on the live, we was talking about how, you know, shakedowns affect, like the penitentiary, you know, it can cause riots. It can cause all types of different things. And, but what they didn't mention was that it can cause anxiety, PTSD, trauma. Some of the shakedowns that we went through, you know, and they're going to get it and do anything that they want by any means necessary. You know, as long as they're getting whatever, the paraphernalia that they want, as long as they're getting the inmate that they want, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want. They don't give a fuck how it affects you. They don't give a fuck what you lose in the process. And some of us, you know, like, I've seen girls lose pictures of their kid, the only picture that they had, because the officer is throwing stuff around and is putting water. It says, it sounds better when it's in the cell and when the hurt is real. I cried hearing you singing C2 at the door. Thank you so much. Listen, Bunky, I love you. Because, you know, and even when I was locked up, I said that's what I'm going to do when I get out. So I really I'm appreciative for the people that's been supporting me since I started, you know, even whenever I was in prison, you know, the ones that did believe in me when I was on the yard. I appreciate y'all. But I know girls that have lost pictures of their kids because the officers, you think they give a fuck about how they shaking down your cell? No, they're not going. Okay. Let me fold this back up. Didn't mean to unfold your stuff, inmate. Let me get that back. No. Them motherfuckers is like, they don't give a fuck. Shit can be broken. I don't give a fuck if you borrowed it from education. I don't give a fuck if the shit say education on it. They gonna... And you can't even say, hey! You wanna know why? Because if you do, you know what they gonna do. They gonna shake you down even fucking harder. And be like, oh, well, what you got to hide? What you mean, hey? They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about your property. You got a MP3 player from them? No. What, you got insurance? Oh, they broke it? That motherfucker is not insured. You're going to have to get a whole new one. Yeah. And you can't file no type of report. You ain't getting no discount on the next one. Ain't none of them songs going to be replaced. You just shit out of luck. And their excuse and what they're going to say is, well, you shouldn't be in prison. You ain't supposed to be comfortable in this motherfucker anyway. So yeah, I broke your shit. No, I'm not replacing it and don't have to. And they don't have to. They don't have to. And that type of stuff can cause an enemy between an inmate and an officer. And, you know, and it can go on for your whole sentence. It can go on for your whole sentence. You can be so upset with an officer for destroying the only picture that you had of your dead daughter because you in prison because your boyfriend killed your daughter and you arrested for neglect. Okay. Now the officer done shook you down, and the only picture that you have of your daughter, they done destroyed it. Do you know what that can do to somebody in prison? Do you know what that can do to somebody's mental? Somebody that has been the strongest person can break. And you'll be like, it's just a fucking picture. It's not just a picture. It's the fact that, number one, she probably has a lot of time, 20 plus, or life, depending on what the situation is. That was the only picture that she had of her dead daughter. And it's not like she can be like, you know what, let's take another picture. Because when she got arrested, all of her things, didn't nobody go pack her house out the way her house was supposed to be packed out. Because she was living by herself. Her boyfriend only came to visit. He wasn't living there. And her family don't fuck with her, so her family didn't go make sure that her house was good. Matter of fact, the door was open. The crackheads that seen her get arrested came in and shook her place down and took everything that she had. And the only thing that somebody could salvage for her was one picture of her dead daughter that her boyfriend killed. That can tear somebody a fucking apart. My love! Oh my God! I was thinking my best friend was walking in. I didn't even look. What? Oh my God! Yes, come sit on the couch. Let me get rid of her. Go.
What?
Oh God. I'm so happy. Okay, y'all, listen. This is my girl. This is my girl right here. And anybody that's been locked up know exactly who she is. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah. Let me move this down a little bit more so they can still see this. Just a teeny. How you doing?
I'm fine. Pregnant.
Yes, you are.
Ready to have this baby.
You know what, girl? I didn't even look over. And when I finally looked over, I was like, what?
I was waiting for you to look over.
And seen belly, I was like, oh, wow. I was thinking, damn, my bestie talking about
yes.
This. I was thinking my bestie done been going to the gym and came back in this motherfucker with a god dang. And then I looked over and it's, oh, Tonka. They said, pregnant? Oh, my God. Yes, she is. Listen, first of all, y'all, if you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles and it ain't no fucking limits. I'm going to throw on the song real quick so I can get these cameras situated and make sure everything is good. And I still want, if you are looking to see the pictures, go to YouTube because it will still be on YouTube. But I do want to bring the camera a little bit closer that way. You guys can see Tonka. The fuck? This next song is going to be on my album. And I got to tell you guys something, and please don't be mad, but I did warn you ahead of time. My album is pushed until February. And the only reason why is because, like I said, when you be expecting things to happen, your window ends up getting busted open and shit. Shit like that. Adulthood. You feel me? So I did push it back.
To a guy across the street that said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I be telling people park over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, it be happening. So this is one of the songs that's going to be on it. It's called Born for This. My album that's coming out is called Elevate. Y'all, wherever you watch and share the live, it's the Couch Chronicles and ain't no fucking limits.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this one off a little bit low, and then I'm gonna come off a little high. Yeah. I know somebody gonna feel me on this motherfucker.
It's so goddamn wild.
His pretty eyes and his bitch, and I'll never fuck it up. Yeah, I was born for this. I made it through the storm for this. And I always wanted more like this. And I see it, they be watching. But they really not not supporting shit. But it's okay, cause I'ma make a way. I done been down for the count with all them lonely days. So I'm used to gray skies and rainy days. And I know some people tired of what I'm spitting, but I spit it till I fade away. Promise I done have some crazy days. My life's a movie, you can see it, no commercials or no lazy ways. This ain't the life that I chose, but I want more for it. The only reason why I handle it is cause I'm chose for it. Nah, for real, I'm just saying. That's the only reason why the fuck I can handle this shit. I was born for this. I made it through the storm for this. And I always wanted more like this. And I see that they be watching, but they really not supporting shit. I was born for this. I made it through the storm for this. And I always wanted more like this. And I see that they be watching, but they really not supporting shit. I'm gonna do what I gotta. My name still rings bells, so I am a problem. If you do not come correct, just don't bother. I will not stop, I'm all gas, that's the options. For real though, that's the motherfucking options. I'm all gas and no motherfucking brakes. Yeah, cause it's the life for me. I was born for this. I made it through the storm for this. And I always wanted more like this. And I see it, they be watching, but they really not supporting shit. I was born for this. I made it through the storm for this. And I always wanted more like this. And I see it, they be watching, but they really not supporting shit.
Shooter. This is hog shooter. Not no dismute.
That's funny.
Yeah, this muke is white. Nowhere to be white.
You know what? Maybe it looks. Nah, I'm looking in the camera. You don't look white. I was thinking maybe it's the light.
They know who I am. They need to quit playing.
Oh. Now let me ask you this: how much time did you do?
I did 12 years.
Now, how old was you when you first got locked up?
17. I got locked up for accessory to murder after the fact. And I came in there and I was not even on the yard I wasn't even on the yard 24 hours. And I was already in lockdown.
Why?
Well, because, I was in a relationship with a female that had got shipped from county to Mabel Bassett already. And she was in a relationship with the girl in the yard. And the girl in the yard, I guess, thought that she was going to get at me whenever I went to medical and jumped on me. And we started fighting, so I had to go to law.
So she jumped on you because she was intimidated that her girlfriend was actually coming?
Yeah. Because she thought that, I guess, that I was going to get there and me and her were going to get back together or whatever, which we weren't. Because everybody knows that in county, if you have girlfriends, it doesn't last forever or whatever.
Okay.
And, whenever they get to the yard, they're going to do what they do and find another girl. So, I guess that's where she thought that I was going to come back and come for mine or whatever, but it was nothing like that.
Now, is that a thing for the people that have never, been to prison, jail, or anything? In jail, is it a thing to get with somebody and not be with them after?
In jail, sometimes it is because, you know, it's not for certain that you're going to get prison time, and it's not for certain that they're going to be there for you. They're just there for the moment.
So why get a girlfriend in there?
Mine came from the street with me, and then she hit the yard before I did and got with somebody else. Mm-hmm. So that's where that came from.
So did y'all catch y'all case together? Was she your co-defendant?
No, we never. No, she came in a little bit after I had got arrested.
But she went to prison first.
Yes. And it was weird because I didn't understand it either.
Right. Because I'm like, how did she get to the yard first? But she probably was just on some, I just want to do my time.
Right.
I mean, that makes sense. Now, first getting to the yard, you're in medical. The girl jumps on you. How does that make you feel? Like, I mean, obviously you start fighting back.
Right. I mean, you know, I wasn't intimidated. You know, I was a troublemaker.
Yeah.
I was bad. And, I mean, it kind of made me feel like, basically like somebody was just trying to test me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my test to know that, I was going to be tested. Because, you know, I was 17 years old coming in, and I got out when I was 32, so, yeah.
Was that something that you was expecting? Was you expecting to fight when you got in? So,
no.
You was 17 when you got in. How old was your girlfriend?
My girlfriend was 20. Yeah,
Okay.
she was older than me. So, yeah. And that's where it started from. It's hot in here, sister.
I got you, girl.
That's where it started from, and then my time in prison, I made it harder than what it should have been. I actually, I know it's sad to say, but I went in on a 5-year nonviolent, and I did 8 years on a 5 nonviolent when I could have been out in 18 months. That's how stupid I was doing my time.
Now, for people that don't know, you can go in, it doesn't matter how much time you get, you can either add or subtract. And what I mean by add or subtract is they say you can do classes to help you get out of prison earlier. That's what I say by subtract. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to wait for some other extra shit. But you can easily add to your shit. Now, how did your family feel?
My family really wasn't there for me. I did my time on my own because I come from a low, poor family back then. You know, my mom had 9 kids, and she was taking care of my baby. I had a 6-month-old baby when I went to prison. So, well, she was 2 years old because I sat in county for 2 years. So she was 2 years old when I went to prison. But I really didn't expect my family to be there for me because I feel like if I do the crime, then it's my responsibility to take care of myself. It's not nobody else's responsibility. And I actually added more time because I jumped on Miss Simpson. Not Miss Simpson, Miss Simpson. Do you remember who Miss Simpson was? Yeah. I jumped on her, me and a girl named Miranda Van. We jumped on her in the control room area, the fence where they take you
What was the reason why, though?
Because she called me a wagon burner. When I went to the back door to holler at my girlfriend, and I jumped on her.
I mean,
so I got put on IA and got extra time.
Now, and that's another thing. I just brought this up. It says, no, cause your ass was bad.
Who said that?
Nakia Brown. But I said this earlier, is the officers, you know, if they got a grudge against you, or if you know, if they feel some type of way, they can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want and think that they won't get.
Yeah, but I never had problems like that with the guards because I really didn't mess with the guards.
Right.
And the only one that I can honestly say that I was close to was McMillan and Lawrence and Boware.
So that was the first incident that she ever called you that. So you didn't want to just like let it slide.
No.
That was the first time she ever did it.
No, I mean they called me a walking trick off in there, basically, because I would fight whoever, wherever, it didn't matter, you know, I was always into some shit. So, I mean, there wasn't, nobody, it was excluded, you know. I mean, it wasn't that I was thinking that I was just bad hardcore, I could beat the whole yard up, but, I mean, I wasn't backing down from nobody. I mean, I got my ass beat in there a lot of times. I walked around with 2 black guys. I got hit with the sock and lock. You know, it's just, I went in there doing my time stupid, young and dumb. And it took people that were doing life in there to set me down and be like, hey, this is our life. Like, this is our home for good. Get your ass in school, take classes, and get the hell out of here while you can. Because we're tired of sitting back watching you trick yourself off. And that's what made me sit down and get in classes and do my classes and get out.
Now, what made you get on the yard and like, was it the fact that you got into that first fight that you felt like you had to keep fighting?
Yes. Because it was just drama that kept coming after me, and you know, when you're young in there, you don't know coming in young what to do, what not to do, you know, and it was just basically bouncing around from, I'm not gonna lie, I was messy in there, you know, but once I learned to stay out of other people's lanes when people would come to me, like, I got the hang of it. But it took me a while. But I was young, you know. Like, they don't give you a manual or a guidebook to tell you how to act in prison.
No, for real.
So,
for real.
I thought it was just a little juvenile yard like I was whenever I was in juvenile, you know. So, because I was in Kojak before I got there.
They talking about, baby, fight at the drop of a dime. And I don't know how many fights I done seen your ass in.
A lot.
I was going to say a lot. I don't even want to say a lot.
I was fighting the police and the inmates. It didn't matter. If you're looking at me crazy, I'm running up. What are you looking at me crazy?
And it was all because of that very first fight.
And there was no reason for me to come in with I had a chip on my shoulder. I'm not going to lie. I was mad at the world. I was angry. And then I went from Kojak, like I said, which is Central Oklahoma Juvenile Center, and it's like a little prison boot camp. And so I thought that they would just put me somewhere where it was more people, you know. So I went there, and when I went there, it was just, okay, so this ain't nothing different. And that's the mentality I had, you know. And I had to keep I had the mentality in juvenile that I'm not going to let anybody run over me. I'm not going to be nobody's bitch or punk. So when that first fight happened, I just kept going. And it lasted for about 2 years until I got set down, and I was on IA 2 times. And I got set down and was like, get your ass out of here.
Can you explain to the people
I mean,
that don't know
Nikita
what
Brown,
IA is?
her and her girlfriend, it's Eternal Affairs. It's where Eternal Affairs come in.
Bugatti says she miss you.
Oh, I miss you too, Bugatti. It's from Eternal Affairs is where they're like officers. They come in to investigate whatever situation you've been put on IA, which I was put on IA for assault and battery on an officer. And I was AS multiple times.
And tell them what AS means.
AS is administration segregation. That was my first home. Then the yard was my second home.
Right.
So
They talking about shoe queen.
I lived back there.
They said Hawk Shooter, who influenced you the most in a positive way?
Who influenced me the most? I can honestly say Nikita Brown did. Charity. Boo. Yancey. Sleepy. Bigfoot. Wacky.
Black Bear in the comments is too.
Sheila Bruner. Black Susie Black Bear, Ada. I mean, I was there with the ones that was back in the day.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Everybody you name, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I mean, it was them, you know what I'm saying, that took me in, and they had to put me underneath their wing to show me that, yeah, we do love and care about you, but this isn't your home. You got better things to do out there. Go home. We're tired of seeing you in and out of lock. We're tired of seeing you get put in handcuffs. We're tired of seeing you out here fighting. Get your ass out of here and go home.
Right. Now, what made you not rebel against them?
Because I had to stop and think, because they've been there longer than me, you know, and I had to learn from the ones that have been there, and they were speaking from the heart to let me know that they may not know me or whatever and may not like my ways, but they don't like to see people stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
They encourage people to get out because there's some of them that can't never get out, and it's sad, you know. And the ones that can get out, it's selfish to them, you know. And that's what made me open my eyes, because I was being selfish, because I do have a chance to get out, and there's some in here that can't never get out and that will never get out, and that was sad. And that's what made me grow up in prison and take heed to it, because like I said, I was 32 years old when I got out of prison. So it wasn't a piece of cake in there, and I know that the girls that did care about me and that did talk to me, it didn't go in one ear and out the other. It might have did right then and there, but I did get the hang. And
now, did you keep in touch with the ones that meant something to you?
I did. I stayed in touch with Bigfoot. Bigfoot was like my dad. I called him my dad.
Yeah.
He called me Lilo. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've been there. I mean, I still stay in touch with T.I. and all of them to this day. But, yeah, I'm...
Loving life.
Yes.
Living life. You know, what has it done to your mental? You know, did it do anything to your mental?
It did, because because when I got to the world, because I was institutionalized.
I
and
said the same thing.
I
and
didn't know what institutionalized was until I got to
Right.
the free world, because prison is a world of its own self. It's their own little world, you know. It's a whole lot different than out here. So when I got put out here, I looked like I'm scared.
Right.
What am I going to do out here with all these people and this big world? I'm ready to go back to the other world.
Right.
You know, and I couldn't socialize with people because prison has their own way of talking than we do out here. I didn't get out into society really. Like, I wouldn't go into the stores for like a whole year. It was hard on me because I spent a lot of my time in SHU. So I even sheltered myself from even the population in prison, if that makes sense. Not because I was PC'd or I was scared. It was because I was always in trouble. They should have called me Can't Get Right. Because I couldn't get it right. So when I did get it right,
You was in your...
and
you wasn't really
I swear to God, you know, they had a bet on me, even the guards, that I would be back with less than 6 months, and I have not been back to that place since I left.
That's what's up. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
I am so proud of you.
And I'm not going to go back.
At all.
I'm about to have a baby, and I'm about to get married.
What? You know, because I'm coming.
Congratulations.
I'm going to be there.
Thank you.
I'm going to be singing at her wedding like,
I'm just ready to live life.
Right.
Hey, I like
And who would have ever thought at 40 years old I'm having a baby?
I mean, hey.
God is good.
For
Yes,
real.
He is.
For real.
It's a blessing because, you know, I missed out on my first one. And I mean, this is the second chance in life that I had messed up being young, even though it took me to get older because I can't get right. But I'm getting it right now.
Right.
So.
Sometimes when you ain't shit, but you striving to be shit, you going to be shit someday.
Right.
Okay.
Or they going to smell your shit.
Yeah,
Right.
Y'all,
Y'all, if you just tuning in.
Right.
Exactly.
And you got to strive and thrive to get to the future.
Period. Y'all, if you just now tuning in, it is the Couch Chronicles, and it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA, real JANELL. It's Prison Talk today and tomorrow. You are more than welcome to tap in on the live. I hit the one too late on Facebook, but I did try to add you, Panther, if you do want to come back. Like I said, you can send a request in.
Is that Michelle?
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
I'm
me and
play
her,
another
whenever
song.
we was in, we was at Eddie Warriors. And girl, I discharged from SHU at Eddie Warriors. Panther was on her way. Y'all know we're cousins.
Right.
So Panther was on her way to go to, she was trying to get shit back to Mabel Bassett or whatever. Girl, why did she have the whole SHU maced? Yeah, we were all maced back there, choking and everything. She barricaded herself in there. Girl had me out there acting crazy. They shipped her but didn't ship me. So I was just like, never again when I'm doing this with her.
Now let me ask you this before we play a song. Which yard did you, and even though both yards sucked, which yard did you feel more comfortable on?
Mabel Bassett.
Why?
Because you had your own privacy, your own room. And I was there for a long time with the girls there. And, I mean, I was learning from them.
A long time with them gorillas. Oh, okay.
They was killers and gorillas.
Right.
I ain't even gonna lie. When I first hit at 17, I called my mama and I was like, Mama, I am in prison with killers and gorillas. It is for real. My mom said, well, who? I said, killers and gorillas. These girls are big.
I see you back.
But, yeah, like, I learned a lot from them going in young. And, for any of them that's never got in trouble, don't go to prison young and thinking that you know everything. Because I promise you, I am an experience to know that, no, they'll let you fall and keep bumping your head and let you hang yourself. But then they're eventually going to pick you up and dust you off and tell you to get your shit together. It may be harsh how they tell it to you, but they're only telling you because they don't like seeing young ones coming in there doing that.
Right. That's true.
So, I mean, it makes them uncomfortable because when we go in there acting reckless, it's disturbing their peace and their minds because anything can go down, you know? And I get it now.
Yeah.
I didn't then, but I do now.
Right. Like I said, if y'all just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles. Ain't no fucking limits. Is this who I think? Is this? Which Panther is this?
Michelle Panther.
It says Isaiah, bro.
Oh, that's my son.
Oh, hey, son. I was like, nah, I say Isaiah, bro.
That's the one that called you Aunt Janelle, the one that was going to do
But
that.
why he didn't come?
My parents dropped me off, and they were going
Okay.
to go take him his Christmas present and stuff.
Okay.
He has to go to an orientation tomorrow, but he's been wanting to come see you.
Yes, he needs to. You
He
need to come
is.
through. Love you. Let me play this
Is
song.
he on there?
Yeah. Hello?
Isaiah. Oh, we can't hear him.
Don't judge me.
It's myself.
Don't judge me.
I'm
Now,
sorry, smoke doesn't bother you.
No, it doesn't bother me, but I can't get have it in my system because I go
Okay.
to the doctor every
Okay.
week.
Okay, let me not like this.
that's why I ain't even.
I'm sorry if I messed it up,
Girl,
y'all.
no,
No.
not at all.
That's
I
why
wasn't
had
even
to
smoking
ask.
at first.
Yeah.
I was just hitting the dab.
Yeah, that's
I see you hitting on the way here.
Yeah, so
Circling it
that
around.
little dab ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We can hit this dab real
That's
quick.
why I had to ask
All right.
respectfully.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
See, that's the okay. That's their real respect, y'all. It's the Couch Chronicles, and there ain't no fucking
Is
limit.
this your best friend?
Yeah. I got a few more questions, and we're going to wrap it up until tomorrow. If you guys are in the Oklahoma City area and you want to come sit on the couch, you are more than welcome to pop up.
I
call
just
me.
popped up on her like
Yes.
nothing, honey. She
Y'all
didn't
see,
know
I
I
didn't
was
even-
coming.
Not at all.
And
I
I've
was
been
like-
telling her for 2 months that I'm going to show up, and they ain't showed up. But I showed up tonight on them.
Yeah, you did. I appreciate it. Y'all share the live, You still got time. Listen, Isaiah, I'm so sorry I didn't add you, but I'm using a different phone today on this side.
If it's my ego, can you blame me? I be popping shit. And if you hating on the low, man, you ain't stopping this. I do my damn thing, and you know that's a fact. And I'm happy this money straight out the fucking trap. And I be giving it running like a man. Some of my people change, but I'm okay with that. Man. I forgive, but ain't no need to run it back. You made your bed, now lay it down, go take a nap. Hold up, I hope you didn't think that I believe you. You made your choice, but ain't no need to go back. No, if I cut you off, I leave you no slack. And please don't touch my gangsta, for I fuck around and go back, you know that. But back to this money, back to this change. Straight to the highway, hustling, pushing things. I'm never stopping, right at them bands. Why the fuck would I need my ends. I mean, I do though. I need my motherfucking hands. Oh, I'm tripping. I think it's you. Oh, it's me. Oh, well.
If
it's my ego, can you blame me? I be popping shit. And the shit hating on the low, man, you ain't stopping this. I do my damn thing, and you know that's a fake. And no man happiness, money straight out the fucking trap. And I be giving it, get running like a man. Some of my people change, but I'm okay with that. And I forgive, but I'm not to run it back. You in your bed, I lay it down, go take a nap.
Everybody in prison, even if they don't like us.
Exactly.
We still like them.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Because we all gotta come together at the end of the day. Look at Jessica.
Look, I'm not even tripping if it's my girl's ex. Believe you me when I say you still gonna be right here. Ashley. What's that?
Ashley who?
No.
That was her, wasn't it?
That's
I believe they said I was Ashley Dispute.
What? And Ashley, she probably was talking about us. That's probably what it was. Everything y'all have said tonight is big facts. Thank you so much. It says, I love y'all. Fuck the government. We love you too. I know
because the government ain't doing nothing for us. I can be a prime example. I'm pregnant and can't even get on Section 8.
Yeah. See, that's why I was going to say my last two questions for you is one, when did you find yourself like able to like feel like you I'm gathering my
I had to actually whenever I first got in touch with you, that's when I lived in Missouri. Mm-hmm. So it really didn't, because I got out 2016, so it took me about 3 years to really get back out to society and transition out here. But I had to go to a whole nother state to get a whole different frame of mind. But I still like went through like this place called Connections to Success. And they help you transition into society from prison, get jobs and stuff. And that's when I got my customer service specialist certified license in customer service retails. And I was just taking classes to better myself, to be out here to communicate. So it took me about 3 years.
Thank you for telling me that, because
it was hard because I did a lot of posts.
The same amount.
I had PTSD because, I seen a lot of stuff go down in there that...
What was the worst thing you might have experienced or seen?
When we had that blackout in 2005, the whole electricity was out, but somebody had came out that was beat up bad. It looked like a murder scene. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I was scared. And then... when I had to basically hear somebody getting beat up downstairs through the vent, and hit in the head with an iron and split open, but, you got to stay in your own lane, mind your own business. And it was just stuff, hearing people like that, But, I mean, shoot. Don't come 2 for 1 and nothing if you can't pay your debts. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, and I told you that the other day, it gets real serious.
You gotta remind me of my mama. You can't say my mama.
It gets serious like that in prison, You thinking that it's gonna be something simple, and you like, oh, they gonna let it slide. It's just a noodle.
No,
But then whenever they come through with that that dust mop and put that motherfucker in your pussy hole and step on it until it rips your booty hole open.
Or somebody putting a cucumber up in there and splitting you wide open.
I'm trying to tell you, it happens.
Yes,
you think they won't go to the kitchen like, hey, I need the biggest cucumber you can find. No, seriously.
Yes. Or them coming up in your room. While
give me all those hard potatoes because they want to potato you.
Or they sitting there thinking that you're chilling in your room and ain't nobody going to come after you because you trying to hide. Oh, they coming, baby. They going to get you with the sock and the lock.
They gonna have, matter of fact, they gonna be standing at the door like it's theirs, and they gonna be like, "Can you pop?"
Or I seen this girl have this handful of pills and set people up.
See,
and would throw it in their room, in their cell, and trick offs.
There's even girls that will hold officers come in their pussy until it's time to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, what's one thing that you want to leave everybody with?
That prison taught me a lot. Even though I had to grow up in prison, it taught me a lot. It made me the person. It made me change the way of my thinking and the way that
to be the person that you are today.
Yeah. I mean, it made me better for my kids because I have an older son that is 19 and he's stuck in a mentality of where he grew up at, and it just teaches me how to communicate with my kids better than coming out being hard on them.
Was it? Sorry, another question. Was it hard to get your relationship with your kids when you first got out?
My daughter, it was. My son, he just started coming around like I want to say 6 months ago, and I mean it's been good. I mean sometimes I'm still kind of rough on him, but that's only because he's a boy and he doesn't understand. But he's getting it, and he's amazing. My oldest daughter is amazing. It took her a long time to come around me because she looked at it like I loved prison more than I loved her. So yeah, and she hated me when I got out. And I can't blame her for it because I went back 2 times on her. And she grew up without me. And she was a teenager whenever I got out of prison. So, I mean, I can understand where she came from. She was 2 years old when I went in and a teenager whenever I came out. So, I mean, just take freedom for what it is and be grateful. Because some of them are stuck in there and can't get out ever. And it's sad and heartbreaking when you have to leave them. It really is.
It says, what was the biggest heartbreak you carry from prison that keeps you from going back?
The heartbreak is having to leave Bigfoot and the ones that I love there. And going back to them would be a disgrace because they never get a chance to come back out. Bigfoot, Yancey, all of them. And I couldn't do that.
That was a good question, Black Bear. Y'all, if you're just now tuning in, it is the Couch Chronicles and it ain't no fucking limits. We are out of here. I will be back on tomorrow. It's the last day of prison talk. I will see y'all tomorrow.
And I'll be back more tomorrow too.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Because we got stories for days. That's why I be trying to tell people like, and don't just be one. That's
Black Bear was in there with me too whenever she had me.
That was my bookie.
Having a booba. I love Black Bear. That's my brother.
Me too. I love y'all so much. It's the Couch Chronicles and it ain't no fucking limits. I will see y'all tomorrow. You still have time to DM me your picture. Don't think that even if you don't get it done tomorrow that I'm not going to use it. I'm still going to, because this is going to be playing every time we do prison talk. You're going to see these faces. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and better and better and better. Trust me, it's going to be so long, it's going to last. Y'all ain't even going to be able to see the beginning because it's going to last through the whole show. So, because it's a lot of people that still haven't even sent their picture in. But guess what? We're going to get it at it. So I love y'all so much. I will see y'all tomorrow on the last day of prison talk. It's the Couch Chronicles, and it ain't no fucking limits. Yeah.
Oh my God, Miranda March passed away.
Yes.
Ow.
I want to say they said she overdosed.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness.
That was my girl. She did my tattoo.